Good afternoon, evening, everyone. I see that my kid hacked my account and started spamming in the chat. But we're here today. It is the anniversary of the actual Titanic, so we're reviewing the 1997 movie. Uh, Rachel will be along here in a few minutes, and we'll get to talking about it. As far as we know, it's especially in the '90s. It's one of the top five most single grossing movies all time, money wise. And then in the '90s, it was probably number one, uh, which was huge, especially for something like the Titanic, which they've done shows and movies in the past, and it really hasn't hit like that movie did. Uh, the story that they did really hit with audiences. So I always thought that was amazing. And yeah, I've seen that movie so many times. It's a long one, but yeah, I'm gonna do something nice for my wife, and we have been off of the movie fandom streams for a good minute, so I'll bring one of those back and see how everybody likes it. I know Nate's not the biggest fan of Titanic, so I'll be surprised if he shows up. It's all good. Try to give a little variety to everybody. So yeah, and if you're watching on playback, yeah, leave us comments in the comment section and let us know what you thought of Titanic. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Uh, all that good stuff. Let's see. Just give me a second. I'm not trying to go dead air here. All right. I'm just trying to figure it all out. I'm also reading the socials right now. So, see. Yeah, it was basically the two lead characters are Jack and Rose. Uh, Jack was kind of a poor immigrant type, and Rose came from a rich, elegant family. So, and she wanted to pretty much break free. And then there was an attachment there, and they ended up falling in love, even though she was prearranged to marry someone else. Of course, it's early 1900s. So, yeah. Uh, and they found their way together, and of course, we know the Titanic happens. They spend time together, and the story develops, and then Jack dies in her arms. Somehow Rose makes it through. Uh, and she tells the tale, and there are a few flashbacks in between, obviously. But yeah, thought it was a pretty good movie. A lot of the actors weren't like huge stars at that time, so I thought it built up a little bit. Then, of course, if you listen to the behind the scenes stuff, Kate Winslet, who played Rose, her young Rose, uh, the fame was so much at that time she couldn't handle it. So she went. She was a British actress. She went back. She went back to the UK and just did stuff there. But it really catapulted Leonardo DiCaprio, who played Jack, and made him the star he is today. So, so it definitely served its purpose. And then Billy Zane got a couple leading role movies out of it, and he played the controlling fiance and stuff like that. But I thought it was a really good movie. Was it long? Yeah, but some of the best movies in history are long. So, Sub Zero, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Freaking mouse. My mouse is messed up. But yeah, talking about that, and I'm still waiting for Rachel to show up. She's in the other room. She's here. So let me see if I send this link to her Facebook. Will that help any? Some people I have on my Facebook, and they respond better to links that I send on Facebook than Discord or even Twitter sometimes. See, that's the country where I'm living. I can't get 22. Might have to buy it on Steam. What country you live in, dude? My bad. I thought you were in the U.S. Hanson Terrell, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Oh, you live in Trinidad. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I know when I was playing when I played SmackDown versus Raw '08, it was kind of hard to get it. I actually had to specially order it from Amazon, uh, and that was for the PS3. Yeah, try Steam though. I heard there are a lot of advantages to going PC. Like you can do the custom tracks, you can mod. Like there's a lot of advantages. Yeah, I saw AEW 2 last night. There were a couple decent things, but it was not really hitting with me last night. I felt that NXT was a little bit better than AEW last night. So we didn't have Darby Allen or Sting. We didn't have the Hardys. No Andrade and that stuff. Like, so yeah. Yep, I watch all of them. I watch Impact. Well, I'm starting to watch NXT again because the stuff's starting to get better. Uh, so now I'm watching all of them. But yeah, I'm just. We can talk wrestling until Rachel gets here. But once she gets here, I want to talk about the movie and all that stuff. Yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, cool. I know you really like NXT Hanson, so believe it or not, if you guys recommend something to me, I will check it out. I will check it out. If I don't like it, then I could say I don't like it. But you guys recommend stuff, I will check it out. I care about you guys enough to give it a shot. So definitely. You don't know how depressing it is talking to yourself. I'm not one of those people that like to hear the sound of my own voice. I like to have a co-host. I like to engage and interact with people. Uh, oh my God, NXT UK used to be so good. I have not watched it in a good year or so, but I really enjoyed it the last time I did. It was pre-pandemic, pretty much, and no, it was right after they came back from the pandemic. They were doing Walter. They were doing it was between Walter and Balor, and then Walter and Dragunov, and I thought that was really good. So Toast's doing a live stream tonight. Yeah, doesn't he go on at 6:30? I'll pop in and say hi, like I usually do, because I got all kinds of stuff going on. I threw some more people in the game and my universe. So yeah, but yeah, hang on. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Let me get to these messages. Sub-Zero says, who are there? I'm not going with 5. Keep it at 4. I'm not doing any more of the 5-man factions. I did that storyline. I'm letting it breathe for a while. So I'm doing 4-man factions. There's a bunch of people I got coming up. Just got to watch to see. Let's just say when I do my gameplay later tonight, it's going to be undisputed. Let's just say that. I got that. I got a couple more singles guys that I brought in. I just got done downloading, and I'm still working on it. Team Taz. So we'll be doing that. I got a few AEW guys that I'm bringing in, so Hanson should definitely enjoy that. So yeah, we're gonna make it more fun, and I'm making room for a lot of people. So really, I need to build up the tag divisions, so that's what I'm working on more than anything. Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got. Rachel's in the restroom right now. That's why she's not here. But just wait a few minutes for her to get back, and I'm definitely. We're talking about the movie, so if anybody has any comments about the movie, yeah. Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay.
We didn't get too much into the movie. A couple of guys were talking wrestling game stuff, so I'm glad they did.
Okay.
Give me time.
In your room.
We're talking the movie Titanic from 1997. Yeah, that's what we got the thumbnail for the stream from. So yeah, we're talking about that because it's the anniversary of the actual Titanic. So I thought, what better way than to freaking review the movie? And if you guys have seen it, what do you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? All opinions are welcome and valid here. So as my one rule, and you longtime viewers know this, my one rule is that no personal insults. Do not cuss at people. Do not insult them. Do not call them names. You know, typical adult stuff. Some people on social media just don't get it. That's my number one rule. Do not give personal insults. We can have a debate. I'm all, I was a veteran, so I'm all about freedom of speech. So yeah. Say what you want, but be respectful about it, and we'll have cool and fun discussions. So yeah. Okay, Hanson Troll liked it. No, I'm gonna be doing. This is the last thing I'll say about the wrestling stuff because we gotta. This is a stream for the movie, so I want to talk about that. I'll start that Monday. So we'll probably start that Monday night. So I'll be doing that next week, but that's about it. And tonight I'll be doing streaming late night after I get my kids down. It's a whole lot easier to do the game streams that. So we'll do that. So probably around 11 p.m. tonight, Eastern time in the States. So which is 5 hours from now. So we'll be doing that while Rachel and the kids get to relax and go to bed, and they gotta hear me ramble my big fat mouth on. So
I don't mind it.
But yeah, after I get my kids down for bed tonight, we'll be going live and doing some of that. Should have some fun. We might go a little earlier than 11. anytime after 10, but I want to get the kids down around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So after that, so pretty much after Impact Wrestling for all you TNA fans, yeah, should be doing that. But anyways, we're here to talk about the movie Titanic, 1997. It was probably the single grossing 90s movie in the whole decade. So, and I told about the story about how Jack, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, he grew up in more of a immigrant, poor type lifestyle, and Rose, who's played by Kate Winslet, grew up in more of a wealthy silver spoon type, and she was prearranged to be married. She didn't want to do that. And then she met Jack and they fell for each other, you know. And like at the time, a lot of these actors were very built unknowns, but it really built people from this movie because of the success of the movie. Kate Winslet couldn't handle the success and fame, so she went back to the UK. But like Leonardo DiCaprio, it made him a freaking star. And he did stuff before that, but it wasn't big time like that. He was like A-list Hollywood from it. It really built him. And then Billy Zane got a couple of really cool solo projects out of it, mainstream Hollywood. So that definitely worked out.
Yep.
And like, especially that time, you had like in wrestling terms, we'd call it, you got the cool bad guy, and then you got the guy that just generates heat. And freaking at that time, Billy Zane was going borderline between the cool bad guy and like your stereotypical asshole of a bad guy. There were parts where, like, watching it back, because Rachel and I saw this like a week or two ago. We watched the movie, and it's like I like rewatching movies, especially good ones, because you can see things that you didn't see the first time, and you can focus in on characters that you didn't focus in on the first time. So like, it's like first several times I saw this movie, I've seen this movie like 10 times. Billy Zane comes across as this controlling fiance dude, and he's just a jerk. But then the more times you look at this guy, you're like, oh, well, he has some sympathetic qualities. It's like, why is he this controlling dude? Well, he really cares for Rose. And the way he was raised, women fall in line, and that's what he was accustomed to. So he wanted her to just fall in line. And when she wouldn't fall in line willingly, then he started getting controlling with it. Like, you need to know your place.
You also got to think, this is 1912.
Yeah, exactly.
So women didn't have a lot of, rights back then.
And women didn't speak out like that.
No.
Like my dad was born in 42, and he told me the way it was at the house, and this were all families, not just whether they're poor or rich. It was all the same. You didn't speak at the dinner table. The woman did not speak at the dinner table. The children did not speak at the dinner table. The man got to talk, and if the man didn't feel like talking, you kept your mouth shut. And my dad told me how unbearable that was. And so that's the reason why he did things different. But the point is, back then, that's how it was.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a woman or child, you didn't speak out.
No, you held your tongue back then.
Yeah. And if you spoke out, it didn't matter if you were a woman or child, you getting whipped. Like, so that's just the way it was back then. I'm not saying it's right. Of course it's wrong, but freaking that's just the way they did things back then.
Yeah, the men would slap their women in the faces too back then too.
So yeah, they did it all the time, and they were such jerks. Like,
yeah,
if you look at some of the characters, like Billy Zane's character was actually a pretty cool dude. you take the abusive, controlling part out of it. He wasn't a bad guy, but
yeah.
But yeah.
What I would have liked more of is to see more of Kathy Bates' character more in the movie, because I'm a huge of course, her character is the unsinkable Molly Brown, and they did perfect with her character. Like, if you look at the actual real unsinkable Molly Brown, she looked identical to Kathy Bates.
Here's the thing: actors back then had a tendency to do the same thing in multiple roles. And what was Kathy Bates known of? And I'm not talking about the movie Misery. Of course, that was iconic. But Kathy Bates had a tendency to play cameos in movies where she would have not small but medium roles, but she was never the lead.
Yeah,
And like you go to Waterboy and you go to all these others, she was never the lead. She was never like the star.
yeah,
Like I said, don't count Misery because she was a co-star in that, and she was
yeah,
absolutely amazing in that. But if you look at a lot of stuff she did in the '90s, it was like she would pop in, and you would get, if you're getting a 2 hour movie, you might get 20 minutes of screen time.
yeah,
Yeah, so it was just kind of what she did at that time. But
yeah.
definitely, and I'm not the biggest Kathy Bates fan, uh, but freaking yeah, I definitely agree with that. She should have given him more screen time. That would have been fun because it was like you had all these bad guys that were just like trash and Rose and trash and Jack, and I would have liked to see a couple more good guys in that establishment kind of stick up for him a little bit.
And Kathy Bates' character did.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
stood up
and
for.
she definitely did.
So,
She would tell the mother, maybe you're being too hard on your daughter.
and in the movie also, she has a son around Jack's age. So, and they're the same
Oh yeah,
size.
you could have done something like that, or even like it was a one off, and it shouldn't have been a one off. If you're
Yeah,
not going to do like a legit sequel like that, then like do like a spinoff prequel. Like you said, Kathy Bates' character had a son. Have that prior to going on the Titanic, and then ending it, her going on the Titanic, which makes it flow in with the rest of it. You could have done some stuff like that. You had so many characters in that movie that you could have done spinoff movies. It could have been a
yeah,
hit if you used the original actor that was
yeah,
in Titanic. You could have done a lot, but it's like Pearl Harbor. The movie Pearl Harbor that was done in 2000. You could have done so much on top of that.
yeah,
Now I think they cut Pearl Harbor short too. That movie was just like it flowed. At the end of and I might do a Pearl Harbor stream in the future, but it was just one of those movies that when it was done, I'm like, that's it. And the movie went almost 3 hours, so it's not like it was a short movie by any means. But it was just like when you have good material like that, it's like when you watch Titanic. You know
yeah,
Titanic's a long movie, but you don't care because the story is just good and the way the actors portray the story, you can tell they're invested in it. You can tell their heart's in it and that they care.
yeah.
So yeah, that's why I liked it. Am I a huge super fan like you are? No, but I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was fine for what it is. You can't compare Titanic to like something else. You gotta okay. It was a drama.
Also, you have to look at the other characters too, like Thomas Andrews, who was played by Victor Garber. Um, he was the Thomas Andrews as the shipbuilder. You know, like there really
Give me the
wasn't
actor name again. I'm gonna search this.
Victor Garber.
Did you say Victor?
Garber, Garber.
Okay, got it.
He'll look
Oh
familiar.
yeah, he did a ton of stuff. I thought like he was in like I thought he was in Star Trek once.
No,
I'll
he
just share
played
screen here.
Thomas Andrews in Titanic. He was the ship's
Yeah, but
builder.
he's done a ton of stuff.
Yeah, but I loved him
Yeah,
as the shipbuilder. What I
yeah.
did see of him. It kind of sucked that he went down with the ship. I mean, and he really did go down with the ship when it sunk. So
Yeah, like here's some here's some shots from the movie and everything. So we got pictures. Yeah, he was in a ton of movies back in the '90s.
Yeah.
Let's I'm gonna Wikipedia real quick. Just tell you everything he was in. See, filmography. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to see. Okay, First Wives Club was in '96. He was in that. Titanic. He was in Cinderella. That one with Brandy that I heard was really bad. I Still Got His Groove Back. He was in that. Legally Blonde. So yeah, he's done Kung Fu Panda. He was in Star Trek. See.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
All right, let's look at the television that he did because a lot of these guys did television.
Oh, he's done a
Uh,
ton of television.
oh yeah, he did Kung Fu. The legend continues. And if you like David Carradine, then Kung Fu that was the TV series with David Carradine in it because he was
Yeah.
Kung Fu. He was Law and Order or OG Law and Order, so everybody remembers that. At least you should. uh, they did a TV series of television film. Oh, he did Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
The
did Annie.
remake.
That's what I remember him from too, because I used to watch. I
Yeah.
used
The
to
re.
watch that
Yeah.
version
The
of Annie when I was a kid.
yeah. The That's the remake though.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He was in Frasier. Well, remember Frasier? He was in Outer Limits. So he's done a ton of stuff. Yeah. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. I just love him. As an actor. He's phenomenal. He's done a whole bunch of stuff besides Titanic. I mean, of course, that's not what he's known for, but a lot of these stars started out, you know, in the 90s.
Oh
They
yeah.
really didn't get famous until really Titanic came out. It freaking shined a lot of these stars.
He was famous prior. I remember.
Yeah, I know he was famous prior, but Leonardo DiCaprio really wasn't. Kate Winslet wasn't. Kathy Bates, eh. She, yeah, she
It
was,
was like a lot of them were mid.
yeah.
Nobody knew who Kate Winslet was.
Oh
Straight
no, no,
up. Billy Zane he was the sidekick in the Back to the Future movies.
yeah,
So people knew of him, but he wasn't a star. Leonardo DiCaprio, they knew him as the kid from Growing Pains. The one who played like the cousin of freaking Kirk Cameron or like
yeah,
a childhood friend. But they knew him from that. But let me answer this question or something. How you join the broadcast? I'll send out a link on StreamYard normally, or I'll do PlayStation. But for this movie review, it's just gonna be me and the wife. When we have other topics and stuff that we can talk about, like I do all kinds of stuff. I'll do superhero movies. I'll do these type movies. I'll do wrestling broadcasts. When I do those, I can send out a link. Or if you add me on PlayStation Network, uh, then you can join the broadcast when we're doing the live streams on the gameplay as well. So that's how to do it. But back to the movie, yeah. So Leonardo DiCaprio, he was like a kid star. But he was like a Macaulay Culkin. He was like a Macaulay Culkin or Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen from like late '80s, early '90s. But he wasn't in the '90s. He didn't have that popularity level. Titanic is what changed everything. After that movie, it made Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
That movie made that movie.
Yes.
And like it got Billy Zane a couple lead roles as a good guy, and he never got
Yeah.
good guy roles. And I don't know why. He's a good looking guy. He's an amazing actor. He can carry
Yeah.
a storyline. Dude's got it all. And then they made him a bad guy sidekick for years. And was like, why not? Dude's got it. And so I was glad he got a couple leading roles out of that. So yeah. And then the dude who handcuffed freaking Leonardo DiCaprio's character towards the end. I forget that dude's name, but like he ended up getting a bunch of roles out of it. And of course, they were sidekick roles, obviously. But he played a bad guy right after that, and he kept playing a bad guy the rest of his career that I know of. I really don't know of him playing a good guy that much. Let's see.
Um, the one that played John Jacob Astor, Eric Braeden, phenomenal actor.
Isn't it? Oh, that's Jonathan Hyde. All right, let me bring up the share screen. I'll show you all you guys what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's him. That's Jonathan Hyde. Oh yeah, he's done a ton of stuff. Let's go into the filmography. Started in '78. We can just like so he did Jumanji. Oh yeah, he was a butler in Richie Rich, so he has played a good guy.
Yes.
I thought I recognized him. Being Human, that's a movie, not the show. Don't get confused with the show. Because I used to when I was a kid. The Strain. Oh, okay, he was in that. I know you used to really love that show, Rach.
Oh
So,
yeah, he was in that show.
yeah, it says he was in The Strain whole
Yeah.
time. So yeah, that's awesome. Troll Hunters. And that's yeah. He did okay, so he's done a ton of he did that in the '70s. So, yeah. So a ton of stuff. He's a really good actor. He's a really good actor. The only problem I have is give the guy a leading role. But yeah, that's a really good resume right there. Curse of King Tut's Tomb. That was a good movie. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he was in The Mummy. I remember now. Played Dr. Alan Chamberlain. Yeah, so he was in Anaconda. Yeah. So a ton of your favorites.
Yeah. He's in almost every single like of my favorites. So.
Goonies, what's good? Yes, Rachel is my loving, beautiful, and adoring wife. Yeah, and that's Rachel co-hosting with me. It's too bad she ain't got a kick-ass avatar though.
It's true.
Oh, because it's got her username on there. Okay, yes, that is Rachel.
So, Dave,
Says hi.
what was your likes and dislikes about the movie?
Uh, I liked the story. My dislikes was I didn't think that the bad guys really got their comeuppance because the heinous things that they did, them just dying at the end like that, yeah.
Yeah.
My dislikes is they didn't. I wanted to see after what the characters were up to after everything went down. So like post Titanic, we all know what happened. Iceberg crashed into it, sunk the Titanic. You had a ton of people, women and children died. It was brutal. It was barbaric, and we didn't get to see what happened. You said, and I thought that my dislike was there were too many flashbacks to current day.
Yeah.
I like the setting of the early 1900s. I've always liked that. I
Oh
think it's
yeah.
cool. Of course, me and you weren't around. Most people weren't around back then. But
Yeah. But the old
so, like
timey
the
cars.
aesthetics and everything, how they were talking about it, like you said, a Gruber guy, the inventor of it, his reactions, the way he portrayed, like, oh shit, what have I done? I really like that. Uh, that was good. I thought there were too many flashbacks, and if you're going to make a long movie, what would an extra 30 minutes hurt to see what these people are up to? They would
Yeah.
show in the credits, they would show pictures, but like you said, give Kathy Bates more screen time. You could have shown
Yeah.
what happened after the fact. And didn't she survive the Titanic?
Who?
Kathy Bates' character.
Yeah, that's why uh well, she got the name after the Titanic, the Unsinkable.
Yeah. Like, so I would have liked if all we needed, if you would cut out like a majority of, we didn't need the current day. You could have started in the beginning with the current day, and then that's it, and then you go back.
Yeah.
You could have, okay, stretched the movie another 10, 15 minutes. They've been there almost 4 hours. What's another 15 minutes? And you could have given the, okay, so you have the now, and then you go back in time to the before, the during, and we didn't get an after. I mean, like, you could have closed the book on it. And if it's gonna be a one-off, then you should at least give us. It's like an essay.
Hey.
Give us a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Hey.
Yes.
I can't hear you. Hold on. I have to close out my app.
Okay. So, yeah. Goonies, what's up? Good to see you, man. I know it's been a good minute since we've done one of these, so. And it's the anniversary of the actual Titanic event and everything that went down. So I thought this stream would be cool.
My like,
rap,
you know, my dislikes, you know, is I really didn't like the whole romance between Jack and Rose. I mean, it was okay, but I wanted more like historical, you know. Titanic's historical. It's not like love story. I mean, it's supposed to be a love story, but you know, I want more of a historical standpoint. Like, I know it hit the iceberg. Jack and Rose fell in love. You know, like I wanted something a little bit.
You wanted more lore in that movie than what you got.
Huh?
You wanted more lore in that movie than what you got.
Yes.
So lore is history. So
Yeah.
okay.
I wanted a little bit more history, you know, like something, you know.
Here's the thing. And this, for your hardcore Titanic fans watching, this might hit like a ton of bricks, but it's the truth. Any movie that rendition or any TV show rendition that they tried to do before that movie came out and after did not hit worth a shit.
Yeah. Nope.
So they had to do a drama story to keep people hooked. Should have they put more historical facts in it? Maybe. That's that's subjective. So whatever you feel as a
not
fan.
everybody knows like the whole history of the Titanic, like all the passengers, like all that. Like I've done my research. I've googled.
I got a question. Let me answer the chat real quick, and then I'll ask you a question.
All right.
And it's actually a really good question. I think you might like. Goonie says, "Good to see you, Josh. Been a while since you've done this type." Yeah, dude. It's just it's getting co-host, and I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but it's my boss when I was working at Pizza Hut, my boss, his name was Shane. He said, "Good help is hard to find. Reliable help is hard to find, and to get people to because
That's
we
our
all have
emergency
personal lives."
dispatch.
In order to get people to agree to do a stream and to be there, it is tough. It is not easy. You guys don't know how many people have either backed out, canceled, or straight up no call, no showed me. For reliable people like a Rachel or a Nate, even Thade, and I know Thade's been busy, and that's fine. But and a Phil or Eamon Fate, or even you showing up, Goonies. I've had almost a half a dozen people no call, no show me, and it's really killed my love for doing this type of stuff. Uh, and I'm able to do it because I know my wife's never going to back out on me. If she says she's going to be here, then she's going to be here, and she's not going to lie to me because if Rachel lies to me, I'm going to give her shit for the next 30 days. So yeah, like this is just how it is, and yeah. So Nate showed up. Nate doesn't like Titanic, and freaking he showed up. That's what's up. Thank you, Nate, and welcome. All right, this got to be for Rachel because Goonie says, "I got a question for you guys. No Googling. What year did the Titanic sink?" Hey, Rach, you there? We'll get to your question. We'll get to your question, Goonies, as soon as she gets back. Cool, Josh. You should keep them these type streams, brother. They're awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it, Goonies. I'm really glad you do. What should we do next? We'll get more into that at the end of this stream, and you guys tell us what you want to see next, and we'll go ahead and do that. I hate Titanic, but because Josh, Rachel, I'll tolerate the review. Oh, it's not all peaches and sour cream. Okay, like we are giving our criticism. Rachel just said that she didn't like the romance story, which was a majority of the freaking movie. Rachel said she would have liked to have more of lore into the movie, more historical facts, more history, more backstory, and I agree. The romance story wasn't bad, but I think that there should have been more to focus than just that. Rachel's not typing on Google, Goonies. Her and Raph are going through change for some reason. And I think she said it was 1912. So, hey, you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Goonies asked, without Googling, what year did the Titanic sink?
April 14th, 1912.
Okay. There's your answer.
Like, I'm such a
My favorite part is the painting part. Of course it would be. What straight guy's favorite part was not the painting part? I'm sorry, I'm just saying. It wasn't the sex scene because they were looking like two sweaty hogs.
Like, I'm such a huge Titanic. Like, eventually, I actually want to go to Belfast where they actually built the Titanic.
Rachel likes Titanic like I like Pearl Harbor. I'm a huge Pearl Harbor fan. I actually want to go to Arizona, and if it wasn't so damn expensive, I would go. In order to go to Arizona, it's like $10,000. Me and Rachel looked it up one time. So, and that's before we had kids. So you're talking 8 years ago, almost 10. My favorite part was the end. Nate, you're freaking terrible. My favorite part was when the Celine Dion music came in and the iconic "I'm the king of the world." Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was building a story, and if you're into storytelling, then it was classic. The rich girl who didn't even trust her own family, let alone trust anyone else, ended up letting someone in emotionally, and that's how she fell in love with someone because it was the one person she could trust, that she put her trust in, and that takes faith. And that was the whole point, and it was a good story for what it was. It's
Yeah.
like people will judge two things and try to compare them that have nothing to do with one another, and that's not fair. It's like, whoa, we're gonna compare Titanic to Frozen. What? Because they both share a piece of ice? You can't do that. One's animated, one's live action. And the live action one had not top stars. They were trying to build. And it was, it worked back then, but movie was too long.
Yes.
The movie
But
was not nearly as long
Pearl Harbor
as
was a long
freaking
movie
Zack
too.
Snyder's Justice League. So there's that.
Pearl Harbor was a long movie too. So
Pearl Harbor is badass. I loved
yeah.
every single second of it. Except, like, I didn't like the love story in that one either. And we will do a Pearl Harbor stream, so I don't want to deep dive too much into it. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. All right, let's see. I'm going to type in runtime for Titanic. Three hours and 14 minutes. All right, let's go runtime for Zack Snyder's Justice League. 4 hours and 2 minutes. So it was an hour less. Imagine if they could bring the Titanic out and place it in a museum. Oh my god. Don't you think if they try that, it would fall apart before it get to the top?
Um, they tried doing that, but um, what happened was when they tried to bring it up, the thing freaking broke. It's too heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing's freaking huge.
They actually tried to move the Titanic. They actually tried to bring it up, but the thing that was attached to it, it freaking broke because
Yeah,
the
it's
weight of
just the
the
technology
weight of
isn't
it's
good enough.
too heavy.
Could you please not troll, Nate? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Nate, you're awful. Alright, we're gonna play it. Because I want to see how far Nate's trying to take me down the rabbit hole. Hang on, I'm gonna start it. This is what we should have got. Oh my god. Freaking Nate, bro. Oh, hang on. We got more.
I met the love of my life on that vessel, a young boy by the name of Jack. I beat that bitch 50-32.
What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, that's you're terrible, Nate. I swear. Troll army. Heck yeah, he's a troll army. What he does? No, he's not bad. Like if you've been watching the streams, you know. And I love all my subs, but some of you guys be trolling like crazy and try to get me started, and I ain't gonna feed into that some of that. As long as it's harmless fun, okay. Like what Nate just did, that's harmless fun. But like Monday night, go back to my Monday night stream, you'll see what I'm talking about. I got in a debate. Don't say that, Mr. John Cena. Freaking Cena's awesome. What are you talking about? Cena's awesome. All right, but all I'm gonna say is we're not gonna mention certain games. The game, yeah. There was a conversation we had, and it just got bad. It started out bad, and it went to worse. And I tried everything that I could to dissolve it. So I was like, okay, let's have a debate. And I destroyed this person in this debate. And I showed that there is a difference between a fan and a simp. Yeah, shrimp. Yes, there is a difference between a fan and a shrimp. Shrimps can never accept criticism. They can never take the good with the bad. Fans can. A true fan can take the good with the bad. Can accept that. And that's the thing. Rachel is a fan, a huge fan of Titanic. She can accept the criticism. And she can say when something that she didn't like how she said that the romance story was way too much, that she would have liked more lore, more historical facts into the movie. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But you had to have some kind of storyline that kept the people hooked, because anything Titanic that they did prior to that really didn't hit with mainstream audiences. Not like the movie did. That at the time, that movie is huge. And to date, it's like one of the top 5, top 10 most selling movies of all time. So, yeah. But, yeah. If you guys got any more on it, that's all I got. Of course, I'm not as big a fan as my lovely wife here, but...
I'm good here.
What are you doing, Rachel? It literally sounds like you're in the ocean looking for dinner.
Nothing.
Nate? Sir, what is this? I'll say I despise... What's wrong with Billy Zane? Billy Zane was awesome. Sir.
Sir.
It's one of Nate's lines. When you say something that Nate really doesn't like, he'll do that. He'll say, "Sir, sir."
Sir.
Yeah. It's like, "Excuse me, sir, sir." Billy Zane, I liked in the movie. I thought he was an awesome bad guy. He was so good that I hate him. Yeah, that's heat right there, buddy. You were supposed to hate him. I know when I watched that movie, I was like, man, that dude, son of a bitch. He was so good that I hate him. Yeah. He did his job to a T, man. That was his first leading role as like a top bad guy. He was always the sidekick to Biff and other characters in previous movies, but like he was like a legit leading bad guy in that. Yeah, I wanna see Nate and my son Raph go to a 3D Titanic movie, watch the movie, and then tell off all the shrimps. Sherry, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and in honor of the anniversary of the Titanic, we are reviewing the Titanic movie from 1997. Everybody's just giving their opinions, what they liked, what they didn't like. Well, I don't think Nate liked anything, but it's a field day for me. Yeah. So yeah, I think Nate honestly did try to give it a shot. Oh, we got bots. We got bots, Nate. You know what to do. Yeah. So yeah, just getting everybody's input, commenting on that. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna ask you, Rachel. I got my co-host here, is my lovely wife Rachel here. So my question is, do you think if they would have stretched out Titanic like how they did it with it chapter 1 and chapter 2, do you think it would have been better in your eyes?
Like the way they did, like
with Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, that it chapter 1 and then it chapter 2. Do you think it would have been better if they would have like instead of pay off in one movie, if they would have split it up in half?
Like the first part would be about the Titanic, then the second part be like
and that way you could put a whole lot more in there.
Like the second part be like the after effect,
like when it actually went down,
like afterwards. Yeah, I think it would have done a whole lot better. Actually, I think it would have made a whole lot more money at the box office too.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that was my question.
But we'll never know.
Yeah.
You know, but that was a good question, though.
The only person I like is Kathy Bates. Yeah. When we started, Nate, Rachel said that Kathy Bates should have gotten a whole lot more screen time. That was like one of her first things that she said. So, yeah. Sherry said, I went to see Titanic when it came out. It was okay. Okay. That's fair. Like I say, all your guys' opinions are valid here. So, yeah. All right. Hey, Nate, how you like my new avatar? You too, Goonies, if you're still there. No offense. How about I just leave right now and let Rachel take over the channel? No, I'm kidding. It's all good. I know Rachel has more fans than I do. That's part of the package.
Holy crap, there's 19 messages.
What are you on?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No, it's not. It's not the Nightmare Factory. It's actually Cody's logo. His WWE version. I cropped a little bit out of it. I wanted to play the whole thing, but if you look at the top of the logo, it's from when he. It's the AR from when he returned to WWE. So close enough though. No, I'm not. I'm not offended at all, Nate. Rachel used to be so nervous about coming on and if you guys would like her or not, and the way you've taken to her.
What's going
on? Is awesome. So I like the fact I want to eventually get to a point where I get everybody co-hosting with me and my family, and then you guys pick who your favorite is. So it'll be like the Bat Family, but better. Because Batman ain't got shit on me. Titanic still looks better than most of the movie CGI these days. Facts, Goonies. Yep, see? Which was awesome.
You have to exit the microphone.
Did we do a Blade review? I don't even know if we've done a Blade review. We talked about... I know we've talked about Blade before, but... Bat Family, except no Batman fatigue. That's what's up, yeah. All right, now you guys are gonna laugh at me, but I put Spider-Man into my WWE games because that's what Rafi wanted. So if you see some matches with Spider-Man tonight, you know why.
Yeah.
Hey, Raph.
Yeah, I'm on mommy's phone talking.
Say hi to everybody. We got Nate here. We got Goonies here. We got the lovely Sherry here.
Oh, Nate is my boy.
Yeah, I know Nate's your boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nate, if you ever have kids someday, you'll see. Dude, he loves his Spider-Man. And trust me, he's like Ricochet, except better. Design is turtle. Yeah. But yeah, that's the stream. Definitely talked about it. I hope everyone had fun. But I said in the beginning that we would talk about what you guys want to see next. Goonie said he really likes these streams and wants to go forward, and I have no problem accommodating him.
Yeah.
Nate says he's a fan of yours too, Raph.
Yeah.
And Goonie says, "Hey, Raph." Everybody's saying hi.
Hey, Goonies.
Yeah. More movie reviews. What do you guys want to see next? What do you want to see next? And we'll go ahead and set it up. This has been pretty fun. It can't be anything in the theater because I don't have access to that just yet. Let's see.
Let's see.
Everybody saying more movie reviews. Throw out some names. Or movie talk. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay. Face Off. There we go. There we go. Awesome idea, Sherry. That's going to be the next one. I know Rachel loves it. I love that movie. Are you serious? I'm just kidding, Nate. If you want me to watch Land Before Time and review it, I'll do it.
Nate made laugh emojis.
We can do Terminator. We've seen the Terminator movies. The only one that Rachel and I haven't seen is Dark Fate, and we gotta watch that. But that's the only other one. So Tremors, yeah. But Face Off is perfect because next week, guys, I told you the third week I was gonna be doing a bunch of stuff, and next week we will be bringing back 90s week. And so we're actually going to do 90s month for the rest of April starting next week. So I got a lot of projects I'm going to be doing next week, so I'm going to be busy. But yeah. Are you serious, Nate? Nick Cage month. I could do a Nick Cage week, but I don't know if I could do a full month of Nicolas Cage. I wouldn't mind. Yep. We go in 90s week part 2. Part 2. Oh, I love Nicolas Cage. I even liked him in Ghost Rider. Both of them. Yeah, how about that? I agree. Nick Cage all month. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Oh my god, that would be funny. But yeah, we're gonna do 90s week. So yeah, we'll do several movie reviews. You guys, let me know. We're gonna do Face Off. Thank you, Sherry, so much for that idea. Back to the Future, we could do that. We could do that. I'm thinking about doing an 80s week as well. The Rock, Con Air, Big. Yeah, like Sherry's got the hits right here. I know Rachel loves Con Air. I like The Rock. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. Hobbit movies. Me and Rachel really aren't Lord of the Rings fans, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Who you know from next
Ghostbusters. Rachel loves Ghostbusters. I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
Now Nate, now you're talking Rachel's language. Stephen King movies.
Yeah.
That's what my wife loves. She loves Stephen King movies.
Yay.
Oh, now you're going Godzilla. Raph, you're getting an echo. You might want to mute it.
Spider-Man, and then the Spider-Man.
We already did Spider-Man, Raph.
Goonies 80. Goonies spelled
The
his name.
Langoliers by Stephen King. I haven't heard of it, but Rachel might have. She's a huge Stephen King fan. Goonies, we did a Jurassic Park stream.
Can I play Granny? No.
That's my son, Michael. Say hi, Michael.
Hi. Just press X on the messages.
Yeah, we're gonna do all kinds of stuff. That's why I'm stretching it out to 2 weeks. We're gonna do wrestling stuff. We're gonna do TV series. We're gonna do movies. We're gonna do music. We'll do a couple karaoke streams. We're gonna have a lot of fun. All right. I need a good amount of co-hosts. Okay. If you guys don't want to come on, that's fine. But I know I'm gonna need Nate. When was we're gonna do Goonies? Trust me. We'll do 90s week part 2, and then we'll go to 80s. How about that? We do Back to the Future. We can do the Goonies movie. We do music. We're gonna have fun over the next month. So yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, hey Nate, you wanna drop the Discord? Most of you guys are with the Discord, but maybe maybe posting the video and people check it out. Yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff. All right. CFG, what's going on, dude? Yeah, we're talking Titanic. We're just wrapping up right now. Yeah, but I'm gonna be bringing back '90s week in the next week or so. So we'll be doing that, and then I might do an '80s week because everybody wants some '80s content. And yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so we'll be doing stuff like that. But yeah, should be fun. But since Sherry called it first, our next movie review is going to be Face Off. So props to I want to say thank you and props to Sherry for that great idea. And we'll definitely do that. I got to see where I'm going to fit everything in it. Because the gaming community wants the gaming stuff, and I love doing the gaming stuff, so I'll do that. But then you guys want the movie topics, and then just figuring out a good time. So next time I'll do it at 6 o'clock because that's about the time you guys rolled in, anyways. So I'll do it at 6 next time instead of 5:30. There you go. That's Nate's Discord, but I'm pretty much on there all the time, anyways. He's got me set up, so everybody thinks it's my Discord, but it is Nate's Discord, and he's done a lot of great work and stuff in there. And props to Nate for that. It's awesome. And so yeah, I'm in there if you want to chat with me, if you want to chat with Nate, if you want to chat with Phil, some of the other YouTubers. We got a few people in there. It's awesome. If you guys are watching on replay, join the Discord. Nate has put a lot of good work into it. I haven't forgot it, Nate. I have not forgot it. I actually have all the movies to watch. Yes. I have all the movies to watch now. I just got to get to watching. We got to set something up, Nate. Because you've been busy and I got to get you on a time where you got a couple hours to talk. And I know that's not always the easiest thing. So we just gotta, you just gotta find a time where we're both good. I need you for at least an hour, hour and a half to talk movies. So anytime, freaking, if you can make the time aside to do that, Nate, then definitely do that. What about gaming reviews? Yeah, we can do that. You just gotta let me know what you want. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm always open. I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I homeschool my boys, and so I'm at home. So if any of you guys ever want to join a panel, give me a shout. Let's set something up. You know, I'm very organized and structured, so let's just set something up at least 24 hours prior notice. We got this, and any of you are welcome to come on. I don't do open mics like Phil does all the time, but and because I like to keep control of the panels better. Some of those panels will go off the rails, and that's because you have a ton of people on a panel, you know. And Phil does the best that he can, but sometimes it can get a little crazy. So I like to keep smaller panels. I have no problem bringing each one of you on and us doing a one-on-one and talking about what you want to talk about. I'll set up the time. I'll make it. I'll create the stream. Am I the biggest Titanic fan? No, but my wife loves it. And yeah. Nate says I got an idea. Good. Pitch the idea to me. either on here, Discord, DM me. I'm on the Discord, and I accept just about anyone who sends me a friend request. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Nate, DM me your ideas. I love your ideas. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, Sherry. I know we're just starting to get to know each other, but you seem really awesome, and it's great to have you here and talk. Thank you, CFG, for coming in. Thank you, Goonies, for always being an awesome support. If you go to the link to the description, I got a donation page now. If you guys want to donate to the channel or stream, it's in the description. I'm going to start putting those in every one of these streams. We finally got our donations set up. So if you want to give 40 cents, if you want to give a couple dollars, whatever you guys want to give, you want to do this to support, all of it goes into the channel and to help Rachel out with bills because she's working her butt off all the time. So this could definitely help so she could be co-host more streams and not work as much. And all thanks to you guys. So I'm going to call it for now because I'm going to be back in about 3-4 hours. And then, of course, you got those primetime shows coming up, whether you're a wrestling fan or you just like primetime television. Thank you guys so much. And we will, all right, tomorrow we might have the Star Wars stream if everything goes well. Yeah, we out. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. You take care and you have an awesome and blessed day.